The Biden administration has launched a formal review of the future of the U.S. military prison at Guantanamo Bay with the goal of closing the controversial facility in Cuba. A White House official's aides involved in internal discussions are considering an executive action to be signed by President Joe Biden in coming weeks or months. Two people familiar with the matter told Reuters, signaling a new effort to remove what human rights advocates have called a stain on America's "We are undertaking an NSC, National Security Council, process to assess the current state of play that the Biden administration has inherited from the previous administration, in line with our broader goal of closing Guantanamo," National Security Council spokeswoman Emily Horn told Reuters. The NSC will work closely with the Departments of Defense, State, and Justice to make progress toward closing the GTMO facility, and also in close consultation with Congress, she added. Such an initiative, however, is unlikely to bring down the curtain anytime soon on the high-security facility located at the Guantanamo Naval set up to house foreign suspects following the September 11, 2001, attacks on New York and Washington. It came to symbolize the excess war on terror. Trump kept the offshore prison open during his 4 years in the White House, though he never loaded it up with bad dudes, as he wants. Now, 40 prisoners remain, most held for nearly 2 decades without being charged. The most high-profile is Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, who is the suspected mastermind of the September 11th terror attacks, and other al-Qaeda atrocity. There was outrage last month when a plan for him and other detainees to get vaccinated for COVID ahead of ordinary Americans, in an attempt to get his trial. The Pentagon backed down on the move. Biden's campaign said during the 2020 race that he continued to support closing the detention center but did not say. It is also unclear how specific Biden's coming executive action might be about his plans for the prison, which holds suspects in 11 attacks among its detainee population. Share this article. Share 63 share signaling that the process is still at an early stage. Horn said a number of key policy roles still need to be filled within the interagency, including confirming sub-cabinet policy roles at the Defense, State, and Justice Department. There will be a robust interagency process to move forward on this, but we need to have the right people seated to do this important work. Biden, who is Obama's vice president, can expect to face many of the same steep political, legal and diplomatic obstacles that frustrated his former boss. Former President George W. Bush opened the prison and its population grew to a peak of about 800 inmates before it started to shrink. Obama whittled down the number further, but his effort to close the prison was stymied largely by Republican opposition, and the federal government is still barred by law from transferring any inmates to prison's mainland. Even with his own Democratic Party now controlling Congress, their majorities are so slim that Biden would face a tough challenge securing legislative changes because some Democrats might also. Now, 40 prisoners remain, most held for nearly 2 decades without being charged.